The fourth generation of artists in the exhibition are younger artists who are contemporary artists practicing today and engaging with the art world in a much kind of, I guess, stronger way that we've ever seen before of any of the previous generations.
My name is Rico Rennie. I'm a Kamilaroi man. I'm an artist living in Melbourne. I was born in the western suburbs of Melbourne, but my family is from northwestern New South Wales, from Walgett. My work, I suppose, derives from my experiences of graffiti, painting on the street, but also, looking at current politics, history, my family story. For me, it's all about pigments and stuff at the moment. So, because of the colours I work with are so intense, and I want something really, really bright and things that are not far off from fluoros. Exciting times because there's a whole connection now of southeastern Australia where people are drawing on that material and making powerful work.
I'm Steaphan Paton. I'm a Gunai and Monero man from southeast Australia. My practice sort of covers installation, painting, sculpture, video and printmaking. I feel like there has been a resurgence in culture from, I guess, people kind of researching these things and practicing culture in the right way rather than just kind of looking to somewhere else and doing dot paintings or something.
Using the patterning as a homage, I'm paying respect to where my family are from, the community, the people before us that fought for the designs and had the designs taken away. And I mean, there's stories where people went over to South Australia and there was trades going on because particular pigments only originated around the Flinders Ranges and areas. And so, I mean, I love finding out new colours and testing, and I mix all my own colours with the works. There's that bridge between where I grew up in an urban environment like many other Aboriginal people who, the majority of us live in urban environments and have grown up in urban environments, but we still have that connection to culture and community. And so for me it was about combining those experiences.
For me, it's almost like there's a cultural framework where I'm able to express my individuality within that cultural framework. No one was holding this while I was shooting at it. Yeah. Practicing culture gives you something, it enlivens you a little bit and keeps the fire going a bit. Climbing around in the drains and bushes trying to find these
real particular...
So I guess kind of an Aboriginal way of learning and teaching and watching how people were making stuff and learning by doing and observing and then sort of checking back in for advice with your elders and aunties and uncles. I mean, even just cutting out boomerangs as a kid and shaping them and getting them right, that really influenced what I'm doing now.
Within my own mob, it's been really important for us to reinvigorate all the different crafts and dynamics of our group to be the hunter, to be the storyteller, to be the dancer, to be the person that knows where to get materials, how to get those materials, and share that amongst your group.
For the southeast, culture's been damaged from a number of different fronts and communities have reacted differently. Some communities have been lucky enough to sort of retain some of their old people who continue telling those stories. Other communities, a lot of that knowledge got buried. But interestingly enough, young ones are coming along now and digging that knowledge back up, and it's like, it's like treasure.
There's more of a freedom to do that now. I think, our parents' generation and the generation before that, people were persecuted because of their identity. So it's not long ago. Our generation and the younger ones before, that are coming along, we don't have that I suppose indoctrinated fear, of government, fear of disclosing who you are.
Well, time is right, and young people are interested now, and us old blokes have got to teach these young ones while we can, and when we can.
This is a parrying shield, and we used to, when spears and that were thrown, we'd knock them out of the way. I made this after Jonathan and I met at the Bunjalaka Museum when the men got together, and I watched Jonathan make a shield, and I was like, man, it seems so easy. Like,
I think there's just a whisper of understanding. Now it's about how you turn that into something greater, and it becomes a conversation, and you want to tell other people how I'm connected to that path, to that object, to that line.
pretty cool, eh?
It's the southeast of Australia is where the most of Australia lives. It's the most productive area of Australia, and it's the area that, you know, for me is the most culturally amazing kind of zone because of all these amazing artists.